Welcome to Georgina Life. On today's show, Deacon Stephen Palmer, Station Manager Jim Anderson, and Rocky Madsen.
Art for the Ukraine and shopping local at Shep's Closet. All of this and more on today's Georgina Life.
Well, welcome to Georgina Life on this Easter Monday. I know that we are live, but if you see us later on in the week, it is Easter Monday today. And listen, I'm here with not Grant Peckford because he's still, gallivanting on a beach somewhere in Mexico. I'm here today with April Jones. April, how are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm really well. Excellent. And I'm so glad that you could sort of step in for Grant today because, as you know, he's gallivanting somewhere on a beach, getting a suntan, and who knows, indulging in some sort of strange cocktail.
I'm sure he's having the time of his life wherever he is in the world today.
I'm sure he is. And so are you. This is sort of a new thing for you.
It's so new, but I have to say, every time I'm here, I'm comfortable.
Good.
Right? So I love being with the Georgina Life fam.
Good. Well, you know what? I love it too because it's always good when you can do something for the community, do something for the people at home, and if you're comfortable, that's even better.
Yeah.
That's even better. So April...
It's a big week.
It's a big week. Plus, there are a lot of people out there, I know I'm one of them, kind of itching to get into the garden.
Yes.
And I was going online and I realized that we do have something here in Georgina called the Lake Simcoe Gardeners. So, for $20 the entire year, you can join the Lake Simcoe Gardeners, and honestly, there's guest speakers, monthly list of guest speakers, discounts at select nurseries. There's a garden tour, plant sales, fun awards, competitions, and much more. So you can become a member. So memberships can be purchased at Pedal Pushers, Flower, and Gift Shop. And that's on the Queensway in Keswick. Or you can contact Diane at IngersollAssociates.com. How cool is that?
That's so cool.
Right?
I love spring. Everything's fresh and new, and it's just like a nice, clean start.
And it does kind of make you feel like dancing, right?
It does, and I am so excited about this. Like, my inner 10-year-old is screaming. It throws me back to when I was a kid. The Jericho Youth Services is having a preteen dance.
Nice.
Like, how much fun is that? So it's on Friday, April 22nd from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Georgina Ice Palace. So it's local, which is perfect.
Yes.
Nice and close. Tickets are $12, super cheap and cheerful.
Yes.
So that's great. So this is the really important stuff, is that you have to pre-book your tickets or it's going to sell out. So if we're going to have some footloose action, you got to get those tickets in advance, and you have to do that by 6 p.m. on Friday, April the 22nd at Global Pets in the Glenwood Plaza in Keswick, or before 1 p.m. at the Jericho office. And that's at the link on Dalton Road in Sutton.
Perfect. Dances. You remember dances?
You know what? So when I was 10, I grew up in Aurora. I moved to Georgina almost 10 years ago, but I grew up in Aurora. And I went to a club called Hotspot.
Really?
And I was member number 10. And I still have my little membership card. And I remember my dad would drop me off.
Oh my gosh.
And I would just dance the night away. It was so great.
Member number 10?
Member number 10. I was really keen.
So you were really on it then?
I was in it. I was in it to win it. Yeah.
Good girl. So you still remember some of those dance moves?
Yeah, and I don't know if Georgina needs to see those today, so I think I'll just keep them in my memory bank.
I love it. So, yeah, how great is that? Jericho Youth Services has some great things happening. And you know what else they have? Is they have their summer camp. Listen, register now. Honestly, that's all I can say. Because this year they're going to be back to normal with a weekly trip. And they're at a new location in Keswick, Lake Simcoe Public School. And in Sutton, it's Sutton District High, which is really cool. They're still looking to hire more camp counselors.
Oh.
How cool is that?
Super cool.
If you want to do that, you know somebody who might want to do that, listen, just email cover letter and resume to info@jerichoys.org or call the number on screen. Job descriptions can be found on their website. What a great thing. I can't imagine if you're really into kids, if you're into camp, this is like the best job in the world.
Yeah. and you get to be outside.
Yeah.
And, you know, just explore. And there's just so many wonderful opportunities I find for the youth in Georgina.
Agree. I totally agree. I mean, and there's always some really cool things happening. Because remember last time we were talking about like decluttering, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So everyone gets this spring fever, this urge to spring clean. And it's perfect timing because it's time to shred it for Hospice Georgina. And this is an event where you can join them in thanking the Ontario Trillium Foundation.
Yes.
So you can take all of your paper files, all the stuff you've been hiding in your basement, in your closets, take it over on Saturday, April 30th from 10 to 2. It's only $1 per pound.
That's cool.
And you can pay by cash, check, e-transfer. And what's great is there's a free barbecue lunch provided by Amica.
I love that.
Right? And there's going to be some really special guests. There's going to be MPP Caroline Mulrooney, Mayor Margaret Quirk, and speakers from the Ontario Trillium Foundation. So it's going to be a big, fun-packed day.
Well, plus you get rid of all your stuff.
Yes.
I mean, that's the best part, right? Because we were talking about that whole, what is it, the new moon and the spring fever, but the moon, right?
Yeah, so full moons are always a time to get rid of all your funk, right?
Yeah.
All the stuff that's not serving you. And that happened this past Saturday. It was the full pink moon.
Yes.
Right, on April 16th.
Yes.
So I know I have space in my house. I have little nooks and corners and crannies, the places where things go to die.
Yes.
All that paperwork you want to get rid of. So this is a perfect opportunity just to get rid of it.
I love that. I love that. And another opportunity that we have, remember we had, because it was Oral Hygiene Month, It is Oral Hygiene Month, we had Dental Hygiene on Demand here, and they are doing something really special. It is their second annual community cleanup this Saturday, April 23rd from 10 a.m. to noon. And they're going to be cleaning up the trails behind Fairwood Drive as well as Whipper Watson Park. So this week of April 17th is Pitch in Canada Week. So it's a national effort to clean up our community and show our community spirit. So dentalhygieneondemand.ca, you can find more information there, or you can call them at 289-383-1688. So that's kind of exciting, right?
You know, I have to say I love it because we only have one planet to be on, right? And this is it. So we need to make it better than we found it. And we need to make it better for the people that are coming after us.
Absolutely.
Right? Nothing irks me more than seeing someone toss litter out of a car. Oh. Right? So just pick up a few things of litter. It's a good, I think, a good ethic to teach the kids, right? To clean up, that we all have this job to do together, like to keep the grounds clean, to keep our environment clean. So 100%. I think it's great. And it's community.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Right?
Total community. And good on Dental Hygiene on Demand for doing this.
Absolutely.
Like, hello. But I remember you telling me that you actually know Melissa Sador.
I do. So Melissa also grew up in Aurora. It's a small world. And I think I've known Melissa for probably 35 years.
Wow.
Yeah, we went to school together.
No way.
Yeah, and you know, we disconnected obviously in the later years in life because you grow and you go places, and then we're both like, wow, we both live in Georgina. So it's just a small world.
It's funny how Georgina does that, you know?
Yeah.
Georgina attracts so many people, and there's so many new people in Georgina.
Absolutely.
And I mean, how incredible is that? But like, April, we have a show to do today.
We do, and I'm so excited about it.
I know, me too. There's some really cool people on the show today. Yeah. We've got Deacon Stephen Palmer, and we just had a thing called Easter. So he's going to talk to us a little bit about some of the traditions and some of the stuff that happens during Easter. And Nicole Shepherd is going to be here from Shep's Closet, which is kind of exciting as well. We've got National Volunteer Week with Jim Anderson, who's our station manager. He's going to talk about, you know, a big birthday coming up for the station, and he's going to be talking a little bit about volunteers, which we all are. And artist John Martin, beautiful art for the Ukraine, which is really exciting because we all want to do something special for the Ukraine. So we're going to talk about his gorgeous art. And Rocky Madsen is showing us a really cool vehicle that you're not going to want to miss. So again, don't miss it. Pour yourself a really good cup of goodness and stay tuned because we have some amazing things coming up on today's Georgina Life. See you after the break. Welcome back, Georgina. I'm really excited about my next guest because we all love to go thrifting. We all love new things, kind of new things, new to us. So welcome, Nicole Shepherd. You are the owner of Shep's Closet and Shep's Hair Boutique.
Hello, how are you?
I'm so great, and I'm so happy that you're on the show. And honestly, you are such an inspiration to not only me, but to a lot of people because you are an entrepreneur.
Yes, it keeps me busy, that's for sure.
I bet it does. So tell me, how long have you been in business for yourself?
I opened Shep's Closet, I guess it'll be 4 years ago, September 1st. But before that, I had a mobile salon for a year. So I guess like 5 years.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so I was going to people's houses and doing hair and then eventually just put it in a salon and it's gone from there.
That's amazing. So being an entrepreneur, being so young, I mean, what kind of motivated you to start all of this?
I don't really sit still, and I always kind of find a way to keep busy. So it's kind of kept me that way, and it leads me to be very busy. I work like 12 to 14-hour days
Wow.
in the end running all of these businesses.
That's fantastic. So the newest thing, of course, is Shep's Closet.
Yes, that's my new venture.
Now, I know that you've kind of brought some things to show, but why did you actually want to start Shep's Closet? Are you like a thrifter like me?
Yeah, I've been thrifting since like I was a kid. I have like a lot of siblings, so it was just always more, you either wore their clothes or you went and thrifting.
Right.
So I started that way, and then I started reselling a couple years ago. So I'd go thrifting, and I think like I found something at a thrift shop I paid 50 cents for, and I sold it for almost 200 once.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
I just kind of like, I would get like a high from that. So I just started doing that all the time. And it's kind of like led to reselling online, which has then led to, I was going to open a Poshmark store, and then it became a little overwhelming, and I had more stock than planned, and I decided to open an actual store.
I love it. I love it. So you also not only have sort of new to us things, but
Yeah.
you also kind of showcase local people too, right?
Yeah, in my hair salon, I have a lot of local vendors, and each local vendor has a spot on our website. So with being in my salon, you actually get your own website. So I think we have about 5 or 6 local vendors, RIS Natural Creations.
Wow.
I have Karmic Treasures. They're like chakra bracelets. I hope I said their name right. Mandy's Collection, which is another like jewelry. And then I have paintings by Piri Pandy. I've got stained glass by Paula, and a girl named Caitlin just brought in some paintings as well.
Wow. So people can find all of that if they sort of drop in.
Yeah, or they can go on our website, and we ship out all over the world. Like, so everyone that puts that in the store, we're responsible for like shipping out their products as well.
That's incredible. So listen, you brought some stuff that you want to show, and I mean, we all know it's prom season.
Yes, I brought some of my favorite things from the closet right now.
So what is this amazing thing? I mean, this is so gorgeous.
This is one of my favorite prom dresses. I wanted to wear it today, but I didn't think I'd fit in it.
Right? Oh, you probably would, girl.
Maybe.
You probably would.
With a corset.
But this is beautiful, and this is available.
This is available, and I believe this one's brand new. So brand new things are listed at 80% of their retail price, but we usually have a 20 to 40% off sale. So right now, for the rest of the month until May 1st, prom dresses are actually 40% off.
Wow.
So yeah, I believe, I can't remember what this dress is, but it's already discounted, and then it's 40% off of that as well. So they're pretty affordable. I'm kind of shocked at what people are telling me they're paying for prom dresses and alterations right now.
No, but this is great, and it's nice and local, which
Yeah.
is super, and people can come in and shop for a new to them prom dress.
Yeah.
You've got another one behind
This one's
you.
more of like a grad style dress. Yeah, the grade 8 grads finally going on again too, because we haven't had it for like, what, 3 years? So
That's right. That's right.
And then we also have hair and makeup options there as well.
Well, that's true, because you're sort of a one-stop shop, right? So you can go in, shop for your prom dress, make an appointment to get your hair done and all of that stuff.
And you can book a private appointment to shop for your prom dress too. And if you let us know like the sizes ahead of time, and kind of like preference will save you some time pulling them out, because there's a lot of different ones ranging from sizes. So it's kind of nice because you can have that private appointment as well.
Nice. Well, that was my other question too, because I mean, sometimes all you see are the size 2s.
Yes. And really with dresses, like they can be mean. Dresses are usually like 4 sizes bigger than your regular pant size.
Right.
So like you could be a size 4, but when you're buying a dress, you're really buying a size 10.
Wow, that's true. That is true. I know.
Yeah.
They do it on purpose.
They really
But you
do.
not only have dresses, but you've got the accessories to go along with it, right?
Yeah, I have a lot more than just dresses. This is just for the season. I do have a few wedding dresses too, but I have like everything. It's all ages, all genders, all sizes. And yeah, so I have a lot of denier. And like I've been collecting denier for years. That's kind of one of my favorite.
That is very cool. So listen, what kind of advice do you have for somebody who's really young, who wants to start their own business, something they're really passionate about? Would you say that it's like the best thing?
It definitely, now, yeah. In the beginning, it was really stressful. And I'm kind of reliving some of that stress right now, opening a new business. But basically, like, find somebody that you can learn from, like, that you, like, is doing what you want to do, and take your time to learn from them, and like don't rush into things. Definitely don't go into debt. Starting your business, take your time to plan and learn and save, so you don't screw yourself over taking a million different loans and
right. But I mean,
kind of stuff.
It's definitely something that I would think speaks to the passion that you have for what you do. I mean, the hair and all of this stuff. I think it's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. And this dress,
Cinderella.
Nicole, it's a Cinderella dress for
Needs
sure.
a tiara.
For sure, it does. That's what you need is a tiara in your store too.
Yeah, I should have brought the heels that go with it. They're literally like just diamonds, like that dress that I've.
So listen, if people want to get hold of you, where do they go?
They can either contact me through Nicole Ann Marie's Facebook, Shep's Closet, or Shep's Hair Boutique. They're all kind of connected.
Fantastic.
And you can book online on our website too for a hair appointment or to shop privately.
Awesome. Thank you so much for it all. It was fabulous.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome, Georgina. Do not go away. Lots more coming up on Georgina Life. Well, welcome back, Georgina. I am here with Rocky Madsen, entrepreneur, and you are the fish crisp, guru.
Yes.
Welcome to Georgina Life.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, listen, you brought something to show us today that we're standing next to, and this thing, Georgina, is unbelievable. So tell us what this is.
The reason we bought this is strictly safety.
Okay.
And with global warming, we're getting these worse conditions. The ice is later, and the ice is not forming like it should. So we bought this very, very safe machine. And basically what it is, and everybody asks me, it's actually a boat. And yes, it floats.
Well, but it's called something. It's called
It's called a Willcraft. And Will stands for water, ice, land.
Okay. Water, ice, land. So this thing can go on the water and the ice and the land?
Yes. Matter of fact, this machine was made for ice.
Really?
But in the summertime, they'll take the top off and put an electric trolling motor on the front and use it for fishing in back lakes.
No way.
It's very stable. It's about the same as a flat bottom boat, so it's very stable.
Okay, but you can actually, how many people can actually fit in this thing?
Well, you can, 650 pounds of people, but basically I fish with one other person. So we put, 2 of us are in there, and then in the front, we have a seat in the front, where my partner was fish. So he's there and I'm there and he's up here. When we go out, we want to keep the front end light in these things.
Wow. So this is called a Willcraft. People can actually, I mean, this is an incredible thing. And people can actually go ice fishing inside of this thing.
You never have to get out of it. What we do is when we put the top up, we take these little things out here, these pails,
Okay.
and we just drill our holes there.
Wow. So in other words, you can see right through here to the pavement, but you're seeing through to the ice.
And when we drill the holes, then we take this,
Yep.
and we these switches here, and the machine goes back down onto the holes.
No way. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, you can put the top up on this thing, correct?
Yeah, and it's so luxurious because we don't have to get cold.
I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, look at this. So you can be warm and
the time.
you're not in the wind
Nope.
and it's safe.
And it's super safe, and it has LED lighting in it. Now, one of the biggest questions I get is, well, what's it like in snow?
Right.
Well, we put the wheels down further. Now, if you'll notice up here, I brought out, these are drive-in skis. So it's perfect for the snow if we have deep snow.
You're kidding.
This is the first year I've had this machine.
Okay.
And I've driven other ATVs out there, everything you can think of, and I'm getting the confidence in it. But what has happened this year blows my mind what this machine will go through.
Really?
Yeah, it'll run on 1 inch of ice. They use them in the States for rescue.
Really? They use them for rescue? Well, it makes sense because it's everything.
It's very fast deployed.
Okay.
By the time they get the search and rescue stuff out, they're out there with this thing already.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So again, Willcraft stands for?
Water, ice, land.
Water, ice, land. That's amazing. And you've got a top, Georgina. You're nice and warm. Now, Rocky, tell me something. If people want to find out more about this, where do they go?
Well, they really don't have any dealers in Canada yet. They're out of St. Paul, Minnesota.
Okay.
But they can always call me. I'm in Georgina. My name's well known, Rocky Madsen. So just look me up. I'm a Pefferlaw number, and we'll take care of you.
Thank you so much, Rocky. And listen, Georgina, don't go away. Lots more coming up on today's Georgina Life. Welcome back, Georgina. We always have such great people on the show, and my next guest is not only a great person, but a great artist. And we're here with John Martin. You are an amazing artist, and John,
you're very kind.
Oh gosh, honestly, welcome to Georgina Life. You're doing some great things for the Ukraine. So maybe you can share all of that information, and what are you doing?
Well, this actually started when the beginning of the year, as an artist, I set myself what I call constraints.
Yes.
And this year, my constraint was going to be hearts. And it started, I've been doing hearts once a year for Valentine's Day for my wife, but I decided this year I'd make it kind of the thing so everything that I did had to create some art. Well, when the war in Ukraine started, that was 53 days ago.
Wow.
I felt the same sense of despair that I think everyone does, and and the sense of helplessness.
Right.
To what was going on. So I decided that the one thing I could do as an artist was create art, and so I set about to create. My wife and I opened a store on Etsy called Ye Old Heart Emporium.
I love that.
And we're dedicating all of the proceeds for that store to it's the Canada-Ukraine Foundation, which is a really, really interesting organization. They're a smaller Canadian organization, but what they do is every donation that you make to them, they send the money to the Ukraine to buy things in Ukraine to distribute to the people who need it in Ukraine.
That's fantastic.
It is really a wonderful grassroots kind of approach, and it's unlike shipping containers full of clothing and stuff.
Right.
The money that they get is distributed within 7 days.
Wow.
Of the donation. So
and it goes right to the people who need it.
Right to the people who needed it.
Oh, well.
So anyway, I set about to, I made a promise to myself that I would do one work of art a day for each day of the war, and donate the money. And so I'm selling these for $25 each.
That's fantastic.
It's affordable. But
let's take a look at some of the art that you have. I know that you had sent us some pictures. What are we looking at here?
Well, the array of pens is the medium that I'm using. They're a Japanese opaque paint marker called Poscas.
Right.
And they're done on 6x6 watercolor paper.
Nice.
So each picture has to have several elements to them. I have a word assigned, a title assigned to them, which I pick to be impactful.
Right.
And I have it in both Ukrainian and English. So this one is called Comedian. It's my tribute to Vladimir Zelensky.
I love that.
And in Ukrainian, it's comic.
I love it.
The other thing is, it has to, pretty much every painting has some gold elements, some shiny reflective elements.
Right.
And blue and yellow for the Ukrainian national colors.
Of course. Now, what about, that is the Ukrainian at the top, I'm assuming?
And don't ask me to pronounce it. I'm literally transcribing this without understanding the letters. After 53 days, I'm getting a little bit better at understanding the different types of letters.
I would think so. But you've also brought some here to show us, and these are originals.
Yep, so I do one of these every day.
Wow.
And it's a full-time, it really is a full-time job by the time.
I would think so. I mean, how long does it take you to do one?
Well, I start with I start with a sketch. So
right. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So I do a pencil sketch.
Wow.
With my general ideas, and it's a lot like playing jazz music, because you have your basic themes, but each one is unique and individual, and it's a one-off creation.
Wow.
So I try to make them as bright and colorful as I can. This one's called Searchlight.
Beautiful.
And so by the time I start the sketch, I try to work on 3 or 4 at a time.
Yes.
So, I'm basically a couple of days ahead.
Right.
But by the time I do it, create it, put it on the store, and then do the social media for it, that's a full day.
I bet.
And but the good news is, people have been very responsive.
Good.
And so far we have raised $1,150.
Oh, wow.
And
that's fantastic.
Well, it's a drop in the bucket, but it's something.
It is something, exactly.
And
exactly.
The other thing about this that I really like is that's helpful for me is it's sending out some good karma in a very dark time.
Right.
And the people that are buying them, it reminds them of the struggles that people have.
Yes.
And you have something to hang on your wall. So
absolutely. So humanitarian. Incredible. Now, again, if people want to reach you and buy this, where can they find you?
They can email me at martinartcollective@gmail.com.
Perfect.
And my Etsy store is called Ye Old Heart Emporium.
Love it.
And that's the Y-E and Oldie,
yes.
O-L-D-E.
Perfect.
Heart Emporium.
Perfect.
And they can buy it through there, or direct message me.
Awesome. John, thank you so very much for everything that you're doing.
Oh,
and
my
Georgina,
pleasure.
don't go away. Lots more coming up on today's Georgina Life. Welcome back, Georgina. This past weekend, something really special happened called Easter, as I'm sure you're all aware. But exactly what is Easter and what are some of the traditions out there, especially in the Roman Catholic faith? Well, we're in luck because today we have via Zoom with us Deacon Stephen Palmer, who is a deacon at Immaculate Conception and Our Lady of the Lake Parish right here in Georgina. So, Steve, hello there.
Hi, Linda. Great to see you.
Great
and
to
happy
see
Easter.
you too. Happy Easter to you too. So, Steve, you're going to tell us a little bit about what Easter truly is, because a lot of people think it's just bunnies and all of that, but it's way more than just that.
Well, I know for many people the chocolate is important, but you're absolutely right. It is the pinnacle of the liturgical year. It's a celebration of the death and resurrection of Christ, who for Christian communities is the Savior and path to eternal life. So very important. It starts with Palm Sunday, the week before, celebrating the entrance of Jesus into Jerusalem, and then follows up with a number of different days, highlighted by the Triduum, which is a 3-day Mass starting on the Thursday. So what we have here is Pope Francis blessing the holy oils. This happens at what they call the Chrism Mass, and this is a Mass that's held either the Tuesday or Thursday before. Here are the priests renewing their vows to the priesthood. And if you ever get down to St. Michael's Cathedral, it's a very moving ceremony, typically 200 to 300 priests all collected there. And it's just an incredible moment. Here we have the start of Holy Saturday, the Easter Vigil, where there is typically outside the church, we have a small bonfire and we light the Easter candle. And this is to signify Christ's new light coming into the world. There's the candle itself, which is representative of Christ, the light to the world. And then as the candle is processed in, the church is in darkness, those candles that the parishioners are holding are lit, and the church lights up as we sing the Exalted. Okay,
Wow. So there's a whole lot that happens at the Easter Vigil. And I mean, Easter is more than just going to Mass. It is an entire, I don't know, it's just a feeling, right? I mean, it's definitely, right. Some people would say and would argue that it's even bigger than Christmas.
Well, in the Christian community, absolutely. It's the pinnacle event of the year. And in the Catholic Church, we start on the Thursday night with Holy Thursday. Quite often people will see things like the washing of the feet, some extended readings, things like that, and it's the start of a 3-day Mass. So there's Holy Thursday, Good Friday, where we acknowledge the death and crucifixion of Christ, great solemnity there, and then we move into the Holy Saturday and the Easter Vigil Mass, awesome. Where typically, not right now because of COVID, and we're still working through that, but we would welcome new Catholics into the faith through their baptism, confirmation, and them receiving the Holy Eucharist for the first time.
Steve, thank you so much for that great explanation about what happens and all of this. And honestly, thank you so much for being here, and I'm sure we'll see you again.
I'm not going anywhere. Good Lord willing.
Thank you so much, and happy Easter again.
Thank you, Linda, and to you as well, and your family and all the viewers.
Thank you so much. And we have a really special guest here with me right now. He is the station manager of, right here, Rogers TV, Georgina, Jim Anderson.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
It's kind of weird. In the last month, I've been on twice wearing different hats. So
I know. That's kind of strange. So
yes.
First of all, happy birthday, because I know it's your birthday.
Oh, Linda.
I had to say it. I had to say it.
You know, the twins were born, my 17-year-old now twins were born on my birthday. So I just say, you know, as of 17 years ago, it's their birthday. I'm now holding it. Well, I won't say what time.
Oh, I know.
Age, but.
I know. So listen.
Yeah.
10 years?
10 years. The station is 10 years old.
Wow.
I know.
What
I
happened?
know.
How did it get started?
Well, you know, it's there was a license up here that had to be had to have a station, a physical station in it, and I was lucky. At that time, I'd already been living up here for 15 years, so I knew the area, and I was kind of in line for a promotion in Richmond Hill. I'd been there 26 years, so I was lucky enough to get the station up here and start it from scratch right here at the Ice Palace. Yeah.
No way. So you started it from scratch. Now, what are we doing? How are we celebrating?
Well, you know, a lot of ideas. Actually, our actual anniversary was in February, but because of the pandemic and waiting for things to loosen up, we decided to push it off a little bit. But on May 26th, we are going to do a 1-hour special and bring back a lot of our current hosts, old guests, volunteers, and our staff. We're going to do a 1-hour special.
Wow.
We're going to shoot it here with a little celebration, maybe a barbecue and some cake too outside. But
Nice.
yeah, we just want to celebrate. We want to celebrate the amazing success we've had, which is truly mostly because of our volunteers.
Right. And you got some pictures of what
We do.
Yeah, what things used to
So
look
this
at
is
that.
this is 10 years. Well, this is 9 years ago when we opened the studio. The studio opened in March of 2013, but
Right.
we were physically on the air 2012 in actually in February. So
Wow.
yeah. And Jen and Joe, the original hosts of this show,
That's right.
are coming back to host our 10th anniversary special. Yes, I think they co-hosted 3 seasons together, and then Joe got busy with life and Connor's music and having kids and getting married, and
Right.
Jen obviously is still on the channel doing the parenting show and Mind Your Business. So yeah, it's been an amazing run.
I love it.
I'm very proud.
Oh, we're so happy to be here. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a challenge because of the big C word.
Yes.
But I mean, productions halted for a little bit, so we're starting to get
You
back
know,
into that.
we thank God for Zoom, right?
Yeah.
And who says that?
Right.
But we kept on the air for the last 2 years through Zoom. Johnny and Jer were basically producing shows from their couch on a laptop. We did some stuff in the studio, but it's so nice now that we're actually be able to bring you back into the studio and our guests back. A few of our shows, and slowly things are opening.
Right.
Our biggest challenge is for 2 years we haven't needed really volunteers.
Right.
So we've lost a lot over the years. So that's our big push this year, is to rebuild that volunteer program. So if you're looking to volunteer, 15 up to whatever age, you have some time on a Monday or a Wednesday morning to help out on this show, but any of our other shows. If you have some time to volunteer, we'd love to have you.
That'd be great. And you've
Yeah.
got some pictures of volunteers as well.
Yeah, well, see, there's Betty. She runs the green room. She's my on Monday mornings. She's
Yeah.
my boss, so I don't mess with Betty. She runs the green room for us. Yeah, so we have co-op students. There's Patrick from the local high schools. So we're looking actively already for students for next September.
Right.
But yeah, on a normal crew we have between 6 and 8 people. Only one person, only Jeremiah and Johnny are on our staff. Our director, our audio person. Everybody else is volunteer. These guys are doing a great job today.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So why is community television important?
I just think we are, as a community, so Georgina is the only community in York Region now that still has a community channel. The Richmond Hill station was closed a few years ago. We really are concentrating on small markets that aren't served by the bigger broadcasters. I mean, our bigger broadcasters are coming up here if there's a fire or something big like that, but they're not going to do the stories of the people, the good news stories. And they're not going to do them more than 30 seconds.
Right.
So we are an opportunity for the community to come on and celebrate the people, the businesses, the places, the organizations, and this is the show to do it.
Well, how do people get involved? Where do they go?
They can go to our website, rogerstv.com. There is a place where you can find me, but you can also volunteer. If you got an idea for a show, we want to be on one of our shows, there's lots of ways to find us.
Oh, that's so great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being part of the team.
Oh, well, you know what? It's a pleasure. And honestly, Jim, thank you again. And
Thank you.
We got lots more coming up on today's Georgina Life. Don't go anywhere. welcome back, Georgina. What a show this was today. I have to say, it was kind of chock full of all kinds of stuff. Right, April?
It was so full. Like, what a big day.
It was a great day.
And there was just so many different topics. It's just, I just love it here.
Well, I'm glad that you're here. And honestly, like, you got to see it all up close and personal.
I did.
Okay, so do you not want that incredible dress that Nicole Shepard brought from Shep's closet?
Honestly, Cinderella is real. And she does, like, that dress. Who doesn't want that dress?
Oh my gosh, the crinoline under that thing.
The glitter.
I know, right? I was sitting next to it and I'm feeling the crinoline thinking, this has got to flow so beautifully. Like, how incredible is. I did not wear a dress like that to my prom. My prom dress was kind of boring.
I didn't even go to prom.
Come on.
No.
You didn't go to prom?
No, I didn't go in protest.
Uh-oh.
It's a long story for another day, Georgina.
Oh my gosh. You know what though? I went to prom and nobody asked me to prom because I was kind of like the brain. Nobody likes to date the brain, you know? So nobody asked me to prom. So my sister, thanks Tina, her friend set me up with a blind date for prom.
I love it.
Do you believe this?
Yes, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, blind date for prom. It did not go well. Georgina, just saying, because I kind of ditched him because he was boring. And we went to the discotheque and had a really wonderful time because you could do that in Montreal because you just dance. You dance the night away.
Fun fact, I've never been to Montreal.
Well, road trip.
Yeah.
Anyway, so listen, people are going to have a road trip this weekend, right, to Jiffy Lube because something really important is happening.
Okay, so you all know that I love cats. If anyone's been to my home, you know that I have like a 23-pound butterball living with me. So this Saturday, April 23rd, in the Jiffy Lube parking lot, they are having their clothing drive.
Yes.
So it's going to be from 11 to 2, and it's 24795 Woodbine Avenue in Keswick.
Absolutely. So drop off all your stuff.
Let's keep that decluttering going.
I know.
Right?
I know. We have to keep doing that.
You can shred your paperwork and you can take your clothes.
Yeah. And for more information, where can they go? They go to?
Oh, the GeorginoFarrells.ca, or you can reach them by phone at 289-231-7230.
Awesome sauce. I love that. And you know what? The more that you can do for those sweet little cats, I mean, the better. And honestly, you go to their Facebook page, and I don't know about you, but I want to adopt them all.
All cats need a home.
Right?
Yeah. I know you have rescues, and I have a rescue guy at home as well. All cats need a home.
They do.
Yeah.
They totally do. And again, this weekend, if you want to get into softball, you can register Saturday, April 23rd at the Ice Palace in Keswick. You can register in person, Lake Simcoe Minor Softball Association. For more information, you can go to their Facebook page, which is Lake Simcoe Minor Softball Association, or email president@lsmsa.ca. So there you go.
And like, this is shaping up to be such a great spring and summer.
Do you know what? It really is. And again, I wanted to just talk briefly about John Martin, the artist. I mean, his creations are absolutely beautiful. They're small but mighty.
Absolutely. I got a quick glimpse in between, and it's just, no pun intended, but oh my heart, like, just stunning. And you can see like the passion that's put into each piece.
Right.
And it's just, when you think of what's happening in the world at large, it stirs up all of these emotions, and it's just so wonderful to see a community member give back so selflessly.
Oh, and 100% of all of the proceeds go directly to the Ukraine.
It gives me like the goosebumps just thinking about it.
It's true. And
Yeah.
what I like too is that, I mean, he obviously really thought about this, and every day he has devoted to making one of those a day.
Yeah.
I mean, that is incredible. Good on him.
I think it's the old adage that if you want to see change, it starts with you, right?
Absolutely.
So
gosh.
kudos.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah.
No kidding. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that really cool thing called the Willcraft.
Okay, I want one. I want to get one for my husband. He would
Right?
love that.
I mean, I was blown away
Yes.
because this thing not only has a top,
Yeah.
but when you remove, it's got 4 buckets on the inside.
Yeah.
When you remove one of the buckets, literally you can see right down to the pavement, which means if it's on the ice,
Yeah.
you can see like right down. Look at that thing.
So I'm like, they had me with the covers, like a princess pavilion for me, so I don't have to worry about precipitation or wind.
I know, it's good for your hair.
It's great for the hair.
Yeah, it's good for the hair.
Yeah.
But what a cool thing. I mean, and honestly, ice,
Yeah.
land, and water.
It's perfect.
Like, it is perfect.
It's a triple threat.
Well, when you
Right?
watch it, yeah, it is. It is. And I did some kind of sleuthing online, and I saw it on YouTube, and it's really kind of cool how it goes like from open water
Yes.
right onto the ice.
I know.
Like, what?
You know, I just think of like the safety that's involved with it too, right? Like you don't really have to worry as much. I mean, you still have to be cautious, obviously, but it's security.
100%. And the fact that they use it to rescue.
Yes.
Like,
It's huge.
that's fantastic.
I love Georgina. There's just so many great things happening in this town.
Right?
You know?
I know. I love it. And speaking of great things, I mean, Easter, I know it just happened.
Yes.
But there are so many traditions and so many things that happen.
Yes.
It's a whole big thing. I mean, it is days of celebration, really.
Yeah.
And a lot of people out there don't really know. They just think it's chocolate
Yep.
and maybe going to church on Sunday.
Yeah.
But it's way more than that.
It's so much more. There's such a rich history with it, right? And I think it's really important that, you know, no matter what you celebrate or how you choose to celebrate, is that you really just acknowledge the time.
I agree, 100%. But I mean, did you get any chocolate?
Of course I did.
Right.
I'd buy my own chocolate if I had to. you
Right?
know?
I know. I
Any
think I would
excuse for
too.
chocolate.
Well, what's really interesting is that, I mean, we're so blessed with so much in this town, so many incredible people. And
Yeah.
again, if there is someone out there who knows someone, wants to be a guest, has taken some incredible photos, whatever, please get in touch with us. We do have an email address. Please email us at georginalife@rci.rogers.com. We really appreciate your feedback, and we really appreciate all of you taking the time to watch us, be with us every week. We really appreciate it. And thank you so much, April, for being here, for pinch hitting.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure, a real pleasure. And listen, Georgina, I guess what we'll do is we will see you on the next edition of Georgina Life. So stay safe, stay well, and I guess we'll see you again. Take care.
See you guys.
Bye.